Jai Hind everyone. We are at a
Jai,
session of lecturate, which is a very critical practice exercise for the preparation of your services selection board interview. If you are a serious candidate for SSB, you must be very regular in terms of your communication practices. And for that, one is group discussion, another is lecturate. Lecturate gives you an ample opportunity to raise your knowledge because every day you must be speaking on different topics. So this is how we look forward for this platform. Subodh has got SSB very soon. Subodh, you are ready?
yes, sir.
Okay, we will start with you. Some are new students. This session will be recorded and you can hear it so that what you speak, how you speak, you can analyze and even others topic because these all topics will be helpful for everyone. If someone has prepared it, you get a ready-made material. So you also can actually uh, think of preparing from that point, or you get a launch point and from there you join, isn't it? Because suppose someone has prepared on a topic of present Israel Palestine war, and you have some material based on that 3 minute speech, and you add some more points, you get a very different pedestal to start. Okay, so we'll start with Subodh. Old student, I am not able to see. Kripa, can you keep time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Subodh, you can go ahead once Kripa says okay.
Yes, sir.
You can start.
Okay. So, good evening to all. Today's my lecture topic is CPEC. CPEC is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The project was signed on 16th of April 2015, and it is the agreement between China and Pakistan. CPEC basically it is a connecting line between the province of China, Xinjiang province, and to the Gwadar port of Pakistan. It is the project consists of the development of the Gwadar port, then the railways projects and the roadways projects from China's Xinjiang province. The CPEC passes through Pakistan occupied Kashmir, then uh, Balochistan province, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, Sindh, Punjab, etc. And it ends at Gwadar port. So basically, what is the thinking and what is the reason when that China signed this CPEC corridor? It is because China has to transfer all the way from Malacca Strait to fetch oil, and China is the biggest needer of oil because it needs oil to carry on its economy, and it basically depends heavily depends on the Middle East for that. So to cut down that extra voyage and to face any kind of blockage in future if the war erupts with India, so because of that China is constructing it, and it faces a lot of criticism because we all know that Gwadar port comes under China, means China took control of Gwadar port on 13th of May 2013, and its initial investment is of $46 billion, but it is now went up to $65 billion. And there are some hindrances in the construction of CPEC corridor because we have recently seen the attacks on the Chinese engineers. Then we could also see the attacks from the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan on the Chinese vehicles, basically Chinese engineers. The development is hampered just because of the pressure from the international community because it passes one of the most sensitive zones of Gilgit-Baltistan, which is an integral part of India, and India is always opposing it. I can also give one more example that to counter Gwadar port, India is now constructing the Chahabar port, which is near the Gwadar port. I think it is located almost around 400 kilometers from Gwadar port, which is the Chahabar port is in Iran, and it is the countermeasure to CPEC, that is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. We all know that China is the expansionist country, and for because of that, it creates the border. It creates the BRI projects. BRI projects has been happening in many countries. In the neighboring countries also, it is happening, and with India, it is surrounding. Like China is also creating the string of pearls. So, lastly, I want to conclude that, and according to my opinion, I think that CPEC corridor for the development of Pakistan, till some extent, it is good. But from the Indian perspective, if you want to save our sovereignty and if you want to think about it, so we have to work upon it in the international forum. And definitely many instances are there that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi are taking, like
Time
building
up.
the Chabar port in Iran, and gaining some international support from Moscow as well as from United States. Thank you.
Okay, very good, Subodh. You brought out very crisply the essence of the topic. CPEC is not in the interest of the nation for us. It is the interest of China purely, and in the bargain, they are showcasing that how the countries are getting benefited, especially Pakistan and further Europe. So China, Pakistan, both are our problem, and the project CPEC goes through POK, and this is the biggest trouble for us. And at any cost, we cannot afford to see it that it is developing, and that is how, if you remember, the Galwan Valley has got some relevance to it. What incident had happened because um, Daulat Beg Oldie, there is an airfield which is 8 kilometers from the CPEC corridor, proposed CPEC corridor, which is coming up. And if we activate strategically the Daulat Beg Oldie, which is called DBO in the Ladakh sector, purely on the northeast tip of present map, and China was trying to foresee that India is developing a lot of strength here, and that is how the analysts say they misadventured into the Galwan Valley and tried to push us back, which did not happen actually. So for us as a student, we must know such kind of topics. CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor, you should be able to explain what is it. You should be able to give some statistics, how much cost it is getting built up, because Subodh has given that, and some of the strategic points, if you can touch upon at your age, you may not be talking so much, but whether it is in our interest, how it is affecting us, little bit if you can touch upon, it helps. Okay, so Subodh has covered it well. We'll go to next speaker now. Flow is good, Subodh. The confidence is also reflecting very well, and just build up. You are heading for SSB, so maintain this momentum. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kripa, ready? We will look forward for Kripa now.
So can I get a few minutes?
Okay, okay, no issue. Who is ready? Next student. We as such have less student volunteer today. Okay, by the time Kripa gets ready, see, I presume you all are there as a defense aspirant, and for that, you need to be prepared on various topics. You must build upon your knowledge, especially military related, current issues related, some of the technology which is related to defense. You must touch upon such topics. Okay, then only you will be ready for 5-day SSB procedure, where in group discussion invariably you will get two topics, out of which one will be a social topic, but another will be current issue. Then in interview, couple of questions will be there which will be testing your current affair knowledge, your depth of knowledge, and then lecturate per se is a separate exercise. So everywhere you will be tested for your knowledge, update, your way of speaking. So there are two aspects: what you speak, that is content, and second is how you speak. So what you speak can be done easily. You you are given 10 topics, you prepare in 10 days. Okay, one of that will come in my lecturate, or related to that will come. But what about your second part, how you speak? That cannot happen in 10 days or 1 month. It requires practice. So this is a very key thing. Like Subodh just spoke, but initial lecturate you can see on channel. Initial lecturate are not so confident one, his lecturate. So today I could see more confidence, more flow. So this is how your development will happen. Okay, so those who are new or otherwise afterwards will be listening online, because this will be uploaded on both fronts, uh, for the RIGMS military school also and Josh Academy also, where there is a social group, a free group where people are coming together and preparing for defense exams. Kripa, now ready? Subodh, when is your first SSB?
Sir, it is on 31st of May, special entry.
Okay. And NCC also awaited?
Yes, sir. NCC special entry is on 31st of May, and AFCAT interview it is on 17th of June.
Okay. Okay, Kripa is requiring more time. I request Sarthak to just give introduction so that let's see how you speak. And even Prachiti is there.
Yes, sir.
You are ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I can.
Okay. We will listen to introduction from Sarthak and then we will go to next candidate. Sarthak, give your introduction.
Yes, sir. Jain sir, myself Sarthak Tagore. I belongs to Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. I have pursued my 10th qualification from State Board and my 11th, 12th from CPEC Board. And I have cleared my NDA 1 2024 and it's my written second attempt and I will be appearing for my first SSB. And
When
my
is
preference is Indian Air Force.
okay? When is your likely SSB schedule?
Sir, it may be in the last week of July or the first week of August.
Okay, good. You are with Chate sir?
Yes, sir. No, I was in Kolhapur, Armed Forces Preparatory Institute.
Yes. We have spoken. Okay, Sarthak, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And be confident you can crack your. But now you should not be wasting time. You should be ready for your lecturettes. I will look forward. In the end, you can speak whatever way you can speak. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You must have done a lot of practices at API, isn't it? Don't lose.
Yes, sir.
Don't lose confidence.
Yes.
Prachiti, you are ready.
Yes, sir.
So I request Subodh keep time. Let's hear from Prachiti. Then we'll go to Kripa.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Jai Hind, everyone. My lecture topic is discrimination. There are many causes of discrimination. The first one has to be illiteracy. When people do not educate themselves, they continue to live in the old times, as they follow the old age sexist traditions and norms. Education can bring about a change in this mindset because educated people will less like partake in gender discrimination. Further, the poverty is also another reason which interlink in a way. It root causes in many places because of the economic dependence remains on the male counter mostly. The women suffer a lot from it because of the same reason. They never get out of this financially and dependent on men. The this way a lot of violence and injustice is meted for the against females. Thus when there is a considering themselves to be superior, it becomes difficult for everyone our equal opportunities. Gender discrimination has a deep impact on society as a whole. It does not just impact a specific section of the society but every part of it. Uh, First of all, it impacts on children as they fell prey on the gender stereotypes for a young age. Next we have a gender discrimination affecting adults because there is a gender pay gap between the working class. Men earn more for doing the same work as women. As older women have more risk becoming a homeless. Conclusion, gender discrimination must be checked at every stage so that the person should be denied a chance to learn or grow. Thus, uh, thus, thus, everyone, no matter male or female, must get start in life in terms of educations and other opportunities. We must come together as a society to do this. Thank you.
Okay, good Prachiti. Some development I can see. You are coming up. Last time I think you could not speak 3 minutes. Now you have come up
Yes, sir.
confidently to cover that 3 minute. Secondly, flow will come. Details of a topic, you will get that art with practice. Topic was simple yet very common.
Yes, sir.
Gender discrimination, you
Yes,
were
sir.
specific for gender discrimination. Discrimination can be of various kind, but gender discrimination is very close to us, around us, and we witness it no matter what kind of
Yes,
developed
sir.
society we live in. But the discrimination is there, that is a sad truth. Whether it is at home, whether it is at workplace, whether it is at public place, you witness it. But how it can be removed?
Yes.
By getting that maturity through education, awareness programs, and a culture which has to evolve, which will come after development or along with development.
Yes, sir.
The development, the root thing is education. You see, in within India, the parts which have got educationally advanced have some prosperity, because education along with some prosperity, both things are required. Because there are some parts in India which are highly educated, but their discrimination part is very very objectionable, because there are some highly qualified people around us who still discriminate. And another aspect is prosperity. When the prosperity comes, that is also helping. When people of mindset that all should work, all should respect each other, boys and girls, ladies and gents, both are to be given equal weightage, respect, status, all those things. So defense, like, you are speaking at a defense forum, one thing you must know, and you can quote it also if required in such topics. Defense is one forum
Yes.
where gender discrimination, initially it was there, where recruitment was not there, that is a discrimination. Now slowly as the society is getting advanced, these are relevant things you should be able to connect when you are getting such kind of topics, that you should be able to bring such points very very naturally. Develop that habit, that you are speaking from for SSB, let's bring the relevant aspect of force. So relevant aspect is
Yes,
how
sir.
defense is overcoming the discrimination. Now NDA is open, and in this non-officer cadre, the police branch is open, because slowly other branches will be open. We have to understand our socio-economic culture in country, accordingly things are opening. And in air force it opened easily, in navy it got opened easily. There are technical platforms of work. But in army, in technical branches it got opened easily, services branches it got opened easily. But the combat arms, it takes time. Infantry can be opened, no, time has not come. Artillery, yes, they are thinking to open, but air defense artillery it has got open. Okay. But armored tanks not open. Slowly they will open other things, education branch, ordnance, army supply corps, signal corps, all those corps they have opened. So this also fits into this lecture topic. Okay, Prachiti.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and message here is, let's, it is not about exam preparation. When we hear discuss such topic, we also should take resolution. We will respect especially boys, we will respect our mothers, give equal opportunity, status, respect our sisters. In future, wherever you go, workplace and family, we have to give equal status, more respect. In defense, you will be surprised, ladies are served first. Even a general will be served later. The junior most lady, civil lady, will be served first. You will be surprised. This is uncommon in civil society, where the gender discrimination is there. The male part is served first, खाना हो या कुछ भी हो, या कुछ ड्रिंक भी हो, घर में मेहमान आते हैं, यू विल नॉट बिलीव, अगर आप किसी फौजी घर में जाएंगे तो पहले लेडीज को चाय पिला, मतलब दिखाई जाएगी, बाद में वो जेंट्स को दिखाई जाती है, ये सिखाया जाता है। ओके, तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वहाँ उल्टा है, क्योंकि ये सब हटाना था, इसीलिए। ओके, कृपा रेडी?
Yes, sir.
Now, Prachiti, keep time.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about startups in India. A startup is a new business started by entrepreneurs to create a unique product or service. Over the past decade, India has seen a huge increase in startups. This is because of advancements in technology, more investment, and a lot of young talented people. The government and private companies also help by providing support through policies, incubators, and accelerators. Indian startups are doing great in areas like online shopping, digital payments, healthcare, and education. Companies like these, Flipkart, Paytm, Practo, and Byju's are changing these fields. The government helps with programs like Startup India, Atal Innovation Mission, and Digital India. These programs make it easier for startups to get funding, reduce taxes, and navigate regulations. Even though startups face challenges like competition and finding skilled employees, the future looks bright. Startups are creating jobs and driving economic growth. We can also see this in a show called Shark Tank India, which has almost 7 to 8 entrepreneurs like Namita Thappar, the CEO of MCure, and many more. So, to now conclude, startups are very important for India's progress. They bring new ideas and help grow the economy. Young people have a great chance to be part of this exciting journey by starting their own businesses or supporting others. Thank you.
Okay, good, Kripa. Flow is good, confidence is good, but don't get very anxious that you have to come up with a lot of stuff and all those things. Be natural and make it as a habit of bringing it naturally. You gave good examples, some entrepreneurs, how it is coming up. Now, when I say naturally, some of the things I will hint you. India is claiming last couple of years we want to be Atmanirbhar Bharat. So how it will happen? Such kind of terminology has to come in such kind of topics. When you're talking about startups, it has relation with Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is a future dream. Now India has already started talking about 2047 dream. We want to be a very big economic power. Today we are into a fourth position. We want to be in third position. Slowly we want to get into a second position. It will take time. But how it will happen? More of startups. Government jobs will be very limited, and that is how the future is job creators, job seekers nahi, job givers. So more and more youth comes forward with out of box thinking. Nobody had thought earlier a Ola kind of platform will come, or all those new platforms, whether it is Zomato or something, Amazon. The technology has given different dimensions to today's living. But then who has to take advantage of it? Those who are smart. So we need smart youth. Smart youth has to come up with idea, and you will change your own prosperity angle, and in turn the nation will be benefited. I think India is leading in terms of statistics when it goes to every day a new startup getting added. Why it is happening? The biggest factor is our population also. Second is so much of bubbling youth, more of education oriented people, more hunger towards prosperity and competition, healthy competition. So when Kripa is talking about startups in India, the plus points are we want to be Atmanirbhar. So second thing is relation of Atmanirbhar individuals, startups. Any nation who wants to grow require a very healthy sector in each area, whether it is agriculture, whether it is industrial, whether it is service sector, anything. And in every sector now this new dimension has come of startups. These startups are not limited to any specific area of work. Startup can be, especially it is more seen in services sector, but it can be in any field. You can add different dimension to business models. And I think people are coming up with a lot of innovative ideas, especially the IIM graduates. But it is not limited to only IIM education. Anybody can come up with any idea. Okay, good, Kripa. But now 3 minutes. Get into the habit of utilizing 3 minutes. You spoke little less. more content will come automatically if you practice regularly. Okay. Who is
Yes,
next?
sir.
Ishant,
Yes, sir.
you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, After Ishant, whoever is volunteer, be ready with your topic because in SSB you will get only 3 minutes to prepare. During practices, get tuned to such kind of practice that you think of a topic, you are ready, natural, no anxiety on your face and body language, and with practice it will come. Kripa, keep time. Ishant, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ishant, and my lecture topic is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, generally abbreviated as AI, is machine made by human for easing the workload and maintaining the records, mainly used in big companies such as Google, etc. There are various pros and cons of AI. First, the pros, it reduces the workload on the human. Second, it also gives many ideas on various topics in the industrial area. And another thing is, it is also used to maintain the data. And on various aspects, it is used as, in various aspects, it is also used as, uh, what we can say, Sanjay sir.
Yes, Ishant. Don't get stuck.
Sir,
Keep on moving.
can I get some more time, sir?
Okay, okay. Don't worry. This is how you have to practice. You must get into a mode where there is no stopping. Something like when the flight gets airborne, can it stop or take a minute or take a second anywhere?
No, sir.
Absolutely. So you have to think that way. Okay, I have taken off as a flight and now I must move. I have no option of stopping. It's okay. Artificial intelligence, you were covering topic. You want to speak again?
Uh, Sir, I always get that problem after as I start the points which I have recalled before the lecture.
Hmm.
I cannot remember them, sir.
No,
This is my
initially,
problem, sir. Every
okay,
time.
it will be with many students. I will tell you some tips. Tips are uh, initially you must make few points, reference points. It can be on a small perchi. Point means point, not that a very lengthy line you have written for something. Just a moment. Point means point. This habit is useful. It is difficult initially. You have written suppose for artificial intelligence. We'll take this topic only. Artificial intelligence, like if you write as a beginner first, introduction, or you write one word, explain, or another word can be define. So when it is written define and you get a hint, okay, I have to define. And you must have worked, okay, I will define. First I will define or explain. So you have one word to move ahead. Okay, I have to start with defining, explaining as a start point. So you explain what is artificial intelligence. Topic can be AI in your lecturate card. There are cards actually in that you see AI. Suppose it can happen. UNESCO can be topic, NATO can be topic, SARC can be topic. So in such topic, if there is an abbreviation, you explain by elaborating it first. You tell the expansion first, and full form of that. So this is how your first start point. So you have written for artificial intelligence as a reference point on your perchi initially. That define. Second point can be what is the history. I'm just giving very randomly. Second point is history. For you, you must have prepared. I will tell history. So how it started, where it started, why it started. It has linked with computer generation, fifth generation, sixth generation, seventh generation, Now we are talking about communication 7G in US. Today in India, in metros, it is 5G. So history of AI. Then comes, because 3 minutes you cannot be speaking so much. So it is just some of the points which proves that you have got good mind, you have got some analytical thinking, and you understand the topic. This is to be proved by by the time you finish after 3 minutes. The assessor is able to judge that as a leader you can speak firstly, and what you speak has got some strength as far as the material goes and your personality goes. Third point can be, what is the use of AI with examples. I have told you first point, define. Second point, history. Third point, now I am telling you, you have written third point as use with examples. So you are telling now where all it is getting used, how today's life has become easy. And then fourth point can be with examples. You can tell examples also, how AI is changing. Then comes pros. What are the pros? It has got added as a separate branch in engineering, artificial intelligence, robotic science. All those are new branches now. So that has got tremendous value. New jobs are getting opened. Speed of human has increased because everything is processed fast. Automation is increasing. These are pros. What are the cons? Some of the job will be lost. Some of the destructive things will come up. So you are written first define, then history, then some examples, then pros, then cons, and then conclusion. So for every topic, you write words, and after 4 or 5 practices, or depending upon, suppose someone, Ishant, you have got 1 month or 1.5 month before your SSB now. So 10 odd practices in next 10 days you do with पर्ची. एक पर्ची सामने रखी है और उसमें रेफरेंस पॉइंट्स है, और वो बोलते जाना है, और वो पर्ची हट जाएगी 10 दिन बाद. This is how a beginner has to start. A very novice beginner can have little elaborated page in hand, but I'm telling you, by the time you are thinking that you are capable of cracking NDA, you are reasonably having good IQ. So I am assuming okay, you are reasonably a good standard material. So this purchase system should be your start point, and thereafter one day it should be nothing in your hand and you're speaking naturally. Okay, Ishant, clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
With practice it
Thank
will
you very
come.
much, sir.
Okay, anyone who wants to
Yes.
speak?
Sir, may I?
Who is there? Apurva?
No, sir. Asmita.
Asmita, sorry. Okay, Asmita, Ishant, you keep time.
Yes, sir. You can start now.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Asmita Borekar. Today's my topic is about social issue, that is child labor. Child labor is a crime in which child are forced to work very hard. It is considered as illegal action because in the age the child should enjoy their childhood are forced to work very hard. It is sad to see that the age 5 to 15 are of children are uh, in that age the children are not ready to work such types of work. Child labor affect the children both mentally and physically. It also destroy the future of the children. In Act 1986 defines that the children who is not completed the age 15 is considered as child labor. There are many causes of child labor, that is poverty, debates, unemployment, professional needs, etc. I would like to conclude by saying that the remedy is in only in the hand of government. It needs to take the necessary steps toward this problem. We can do uh, we can give the employment to the parents of child laborers. It is necessary to educate the children's also the giving the by giving the funds and establish, establishing the foundations for the education of poor children. The focus should be on the controlling population and providing the sufficient funds for them. It also helps to improve our financial condition of overall India. Thank you.
Okay, Asmita, good. I think online first lecture it, so it is a good start. Topic is very common in SSB also. This is okay. Sarthak will be next. Okay, uh, child labor. Asmita said government has to do a work. In the end, she was saying, but it is not like that. Government is one part. Society has also equal responsibility. Okay, Pawan, will come to you. When we talk about on such topic, I have to give you some hints that child labor, why it happens because of lack of education, lack of money, or maybe poverty is a real reason why a kid from a family has to go out and earn because there is not enough money in a family. So how it can be protected or what measures government has taken that can be highlighted already. Right to education, under that a free education, especially till 14 years of age, everybody has got access, free access for education. So one has to go and enroll. Yes, the money part, there are some NGOs, government schemes are there, government schools are there, but then family has got different aspects by compulsion of which the kids are going away and working because parents are forcing. Illiterate parents, at times the circumstances are such. So, how to come out of that? Education is a tool which can bring a family above poverty line because tomorrow that kid, with the help of education, will get some job or will work with more respect and more salary. This is how education is given more push. It should be reaching to the last person in this society, and then only every family will be drawn out of that poverty. So you, when you speak in lecturate, especially in defense forum, you must be able to prove that you are thinking as a leader, giving some solutions, giving some ideas, giving some facts and figures, statistics, and then it will be a great lecturate and you will be passing it easily. Okay, good, Asmita,
Okay,
very
sir.
nice.
Thank you.
Okay, who wants to be next volunteer? Sarthak.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Asmita, keep time.
Okay, sir. Just a second. Yes, you may start.
Jai Hind everyone. Myself Sarthak Tagore, and my topic is from geopolitics, that is India Maldives relation. India and Maldives have a great maritime border since, and also it was having a good, closely strategic economic ties. But it got declined due to India out campaign by the current president of Maldives, that is President Mohammad Muizzu. But it was again recently revived by India's neighborhood first policy when the foreign minister of Maldives and the tourism minister of Maldives plead plead Indians to visit Maldives. Taking to the history of India Maldives relation, both were under the British province, that is British control, but India till 1947 and Maldives more 18 years, that is till 1965. Again, Maldives had a monarchy of 3 years, that is from 1965 to 1968, and from 1968 it had first republic election, but from 1978 to 19 from till 2008, the president was Maulana Abdullah, who was having no opposition. Taking to economic relations or trade relation of India Maldives, India was the second largest trade partner of Maldives in 2021, but now it has declined to fifth position. But now it has declined to fifth position since as it was the export rate and the total trade was in 393 million, but now it has come to 313 million, and it has become fifth partner. Taking to defense relation between India and Maldives, India conducts in annual exercise with Maldives, that is exercise Equivarian. Also, more exercises like Dosti and uh, sorry, and taking to key point, India conducted Operation Cactus in 1988 when a coup was attempted against the president Abdullah
Thirty seconds only.
sorry, sir. And the in this Indian paratroopers and Indian Navy cut off the coup attempt, which was attempted by Sri Lanka's LTTE. Also, India helped Maldives in various ways. Like India provided Maldives 1 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines. Also, India had aid total aid uh, great greater connectivity Maldives project, which will build a bridge and coast link between four main islands of Maldives with the capital of Maldives, that is Malé. Also, when Maldives was suffering from drinking water crisis, Indian Air Force airlifted 6.2 tons of water bottle to Maldives. And recently, the India added $50 million to Maldives for their budgetary aid. Also, India exports some essential commodities like rice, wheat, onions, and some vegetables, even after the consequences of India Out campaign. What was India Out campaign was
Last 10 seconds.
when candidate uh, uh, Mohammad Musa was striking his presidential election campaigns. He tried a new way, which was apart from like the previous presidents of Maldives were more inclined towards India, but Mohammad Musa was pro-China leader, and it showed after becoming his presidency also. It was one trend like every Maldivian president was first to who was to conduct the first visit to India, but President Mohammad Musa conducted his first meet to Turkey, Turkey, and
Sarthak, conclude
again
now.
President was more inclined towards China, but it must take some example from Sri Lanka and Pakistan that China used to have its debt trap. So as Sri Lankan and Pakistani economy suffered a lot as well. The way Maldives can also suffer. Maldives have taken approximately $3 billion debt from China, and IMF has warned it against from the consequences of Sri Lanka, and the same way Pakistan. Like China had Hambantota port in Sri Lanka and
Sarthak,
Gwadar port, Pakistan, and also CPEC. But the same way in China has built see, uh, in Maldives, China friendship bridge. Also, why we'll talk about why the uh, foreign minister and tourism minister
Sarthak,
of
can you hear?
Maldives need Indians to come again. It was just because in the month, in the year 2023, while the duration between January and March, the Indians were approximately 56,000 to visit Maldives. But this year, from January to March, it declined almost to 34,000, which was a declination of almost 38%. So, and it was and the Maldivian economy is based on tourism, so it is inviting Indians to get involved in Maldives Maldivian tourism. But whereas taking the advantage of this, Sri Lanka is enjoying is taking the advantage of this. Like instead of Maldives, Indians are visiting Sri Lanka also. There also India had also alternatives for Maldives, as Maldives was important for its strategic Indian Ocean region. There was it can we can consider him as a toll gate, which was the ship which we used to go to West or Europe or Middle East used to pass coming from Strait of Malacca and passes from Maldives and between Maldives and Lakshadweep. So India was having its military military proactiveness in Maldives for that reason. But India has one more alternative, that is our Lakshadweep. India has also built its second naval base after INS Dviprakshak, INS Jatayu, and it has also commissioned one of the INAS, that is Indian Navy Air Base, where having helicopters.
Sarthak, can you hear? Okay, Sarthak is unstoppable. Everybody is able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let him join back because this is one mistake. If you do in SSB, it will be very, very difficult to pass SSB then. Okay, Sarthak, you are back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much time is given in SSB for lecturate?
So 3 minutes, sir. I thought Asmita has had timed, so she
Okay.
didn't inform like.
Yes, she informed, even I tried to call, but I think you were in full flow. Uh,
Sorry.
it's okay. See, when you practice, you have to practice the clock time in your mind also. Because what happens when you will stand in SSB, some of the students, not all, lot of students will be under stress. So what will happen? You will not be able to hear something. A bell will not be heard because they will press bell. The GT will press bell. in
Yes,
that
sir.
in that stressful moment, you will not be able to hear. So these all things should not happen because when they are testing you for your communication skill, but more than that, you are tested for your leadership skill, instructions following ability. 3 minutes is very less time. They know it. A topic cannot be covered in 3 minutes, but your art of speaking is checked, your leadership is checked, and how smartly you can cover up in 3 minutes. Same thing, which can be covered in, given the chance, you will be speaking it well 1 hour दिया तो, एंड 3 मिनट्स में झलक लाइक मूवी का ट्रेलर जब देखते हैं हम, ये ट्रेलर है आपकी पर्सनैलिटी का। तो थ्री
Yes,
मिनट्स
sir.
में एज अ गाइडलाइन 5 to 10 seconds short and 5 to 10 seconds overboard is acceptable, but don't cross too much because that will go against your record. Okay, now coming to India Maldives relations, topic is very current, very relevant, and see the pattern. I will not take more time because I think one or two more students will speak. See the pattern how China is handling us. Pakistan as such enemy, Pakistan is total under China now as far as the economic slave category goes. Nepal was undertaken. Bangladesh tried, but Bangladesh has not gone much beyond that. Myanmar is tried. Sri Lanka is tried. Now Maldives. Maldives is an island. So these land boundary states are now coming to the islands. See the pattern. How, because neighborhood is very important. If they capture, China takes control of all these neighboring, whether it is land borders or sea borders, it will be difficult for us to win the future war. Try and understand this. Okay, good. See, Sarthak, practice for 3 minutes and relevant points. You had knowledge on the subject. One gets tempted to speak more, but वो भी हमें
Yes,
वहाँ
sir.
पे टेस्ट अपनी देनी है. एंड
Yes.
यहाँ पे ऑनलाइन में लिमिटेशंस आते हैं. वी कुड हियर अस्मिता हैड गिवन लास्ट 30 seconds कॉल, एंड वो एंड वाला कॉल मुझे भी नहीं सुनाई दिया, बट आई हैड गिवन यू कॉल कि ओके कंक्लूड, एंड SMS ऑल्सो.
Sorry, sorry
इट्स
for
ओके.
that, sir.
इट इज़ अ बिगिनिंग. मिस्टेक्स यहाँ हो चलेगा, वहाँ नहीं होनी चाहिए. और मिस्टेक्स
Yes,
होती
sir.
है, ये प्रैक्टिस में ही दिखता है, और ये तुम्हारी हुई है और बाकी भी सीखेंगे. ओके, हु इज नेक्स्ट वॉलंटियर?
Sir,
Sir,
I
I
am.
am.
Okay,
Sir,
Pawan is there and Rugved is there. And who else in line?
I am, sir.
Pawan is there. Okay, Pawan, you go ahead. Sarthak, keep time.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, please. Pawan, you can start.
Good evening, everyone present here. My topic is about organic farming and its advantages. What is organic farming? Organic farming is a method of farming that involves producing crops without using pesticides, fertilizer, antibiotics, and growth hormones. In organic farming, crops grown naturally. It supports the use of natural fertilizer like animal manure, green manure, legumes, compost, biofertilizer. In organic farming, food grows naturally by little effort. It produces nutritious food and makes us healthy. Organic farming is most important in present situation of modern times. Advantages of organic farming: first, it reduces pollution and soil erosion. Second, it helps to maintain the environment clean and green. Third, it it recycled the resources to the greatest extent possible. Fourth, it reduces human and animal health hazards. Fifth, it increases long-term soil fertility. Sixth, it produces nutritious food which is healthy, and so on. I am encouraging each and everyone to adopt an organic farming system that produce nutritious food and make the environment clean and pollution free. Thank you.
Okay, good Pawan to start with. Good start. Very relevant topic in SSB. It comes organic farming, because whatever is relevant in today's world will highlight there. Current issue or current problems. This is health related problem of entire mankind. Especially give the reference of COVID. Which countries suffered more? Who are soft. Why they are soft? Because they are eating non-organic food, junk food. Now people are getting realized that organic food. You should be able to correlate. Whatever is topic, can you correlate with something which is contemporary, something which is around us, something which has happened, something which is going to happen. When we are talking about the safety of a nation, concern of a nation, concern of mankind, the health is the biggest thing. And food which is going to affect us, water which is going to affect us, is most important thing. So this organic food is the future requirement, because we have spoiled entire spectrum of our eating habits and eating materials in the race of earning more money, and the maybe manpower requirement is more, and all those stuff, but the hidden agenda is selfishness of mankind, and adulteration, a lot of mixing up nonsense, right from milk, ghee. If these are not spared, which are actually milk is going to maybe children, but people are merciless. They are doing adulteration there, and vegetables. So not to be spoken only. What kind of things are happening? So organic food is the future requirement of entire mankind on earth. We should go promote, speak, spread the awareness. Okay, good. Uh, Now I think last speaker. Who is next?
I am ready, sir.
Okay, Rugved. Pawan, keep time.
Oh, wait a minute. Rugved, now you start.
Jai Hind everyone. Myself Rugved Kulkarni, and I am talking about the most burning topic in India, that is CAA. CAA is elaborated as Citizenship Amendment Act. The term implies bestowal or grant of Indian citizenship to its citizens. So it starts from a history. It starts from 1955, where Indian Citizenship Amendment Act was guaranteed to the people, irrespective of religion, living in India. And this act has been gone through various amendments, like in 2003, NDA, that is National Democratic Alliance, prohibited citizenship for illegal immigrants, which include immigrants from other countries and countries like Bangladesh, as Bangladeshis who has been separated from Bengal in 1971. So they came under the center in 2014. BJP, that is Bharatiya Janata Party, promised citizenship for oppressed Hindus in other countries and promised to make Assam Bangladeshi free. Like Bangladeshi, the amount quantity of Bangladeshi immigrants has increased in Assam after the 1971 partition. And in 2016 elections, government guaranteed the citizenship to legalized refugees belonging to minority groups from Pakistan and Bangladesh. These minority groups include Hindu, Sikh, Jain, Parsi, Christian, and Buddhist, and also guaranteed the long-term visa. And recently, in 2019, also the government, uh, Home Minister Amit Shah declared in Rajya Sabha that the NRC shall now be applicable in whole India. The decision included grant of citizenship to Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Jain, Parsi, and Buddhist who fled to India from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan before 31st December 2014. So the effects of this act we will take as a both negative and positive. Negative and the most important effect was this led to mass protest. The mass protests were from mostly from Muslim community, as the act does not guarantee equal opportunity to them. And the positive was uh, there have been many individuals who come from Pakistan and committed various terrorist activities. Now this will be a checkpoint now, so such cases will definitely reduce. Thank you.
Okay, good Rugved. Uh, this will be a topic which is very sensitive, and it will be part of ongoing SSBs because this is election year. This is discussed, which is around us. But these topics are very sensitive. You should be very clear. Rugved has spoken sensibly. Why it should happen? CA. Why it should come? Amendment Act. Uh, who are the people who are suffering? Like during the election period only, some of the very few handful citizens are awarded citizenship, which they were waiting for so long from Afghanistan. So these people who were Indians, but India was spread across, partition happened. Some of the people at that time they thought we'll be okay here, but later on realized we are not okay here. We must go back where we are safe. So this is how problems are there. Uh, Statistics says that minorities in our neighboring countries have reduced, so they are not safe because statistics is proving, and that's why it is coming. Second is, this is one aspect. Second is about illegal immigration, that is also to be checked. So all those issues India has to handle because we as such have large population, we as such have poverty, we as such have labor issues, we as such have lot of hygiene and sanitation issue, employment problem. We cannot afford to have more manpower from the neighboring poor countries. So two issues to be handled. Okay, good. I hope you all are getting the idea, the feel of lecturate. You all must continue, speak more, and your communication skill will improve, which is lifelong benefit. Okay, we will end here. Have a good time. Be confident. Keep preparing very, very systematically. All the best. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.